Hey there, friend. Why don't you pull up a chair and get comfortable? Life gets busy, and sometimes it feels like we're running a race we never signed up for. But these quiet moments, like sharing a cup of coffee, are more than luxuries. They're necessities for the soul. Today, let's talk about finding peace when life feels anything but peaceful. So take a sip, get cozy, and let's explore how to invite a little more calm into our everyday lives. There's a passage in Philippians that I find myself returning to time and again. It's a source of comfort, a beacon of hope, and a gentle reminder of where true peace resides. It's a passage that has resonated with countless individuals across generations, offering solace in moments of uncertainty and strength in times of adversity. I especially turn to it when my heart feels heavy, burdened by the cares and concerns of daily life. When the weight of the world seems too much to bear, these words offer a sense of grounding and perspective. It's remarkable to consider that Paul wrote it from prison, a place of confinement and hardship. Yet, despite his circumstances, his words overflow with peace, a peace that seems almost paradoxical given his situation. It's a testament to the power of faith and the ability to find serenity even in the midst of chaos. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Turn your anxieties into petitions, your fears into fervent requests. Tell God what you need. Lay your burdens at His feet, trusting that He hears your every word, and thank Him for all He has done. Acknowledge the blessings in your life, both big and small, and express gratitude for His unwavering presence. Then you will experience God's peace, a tranquility that surpasses all understanding, which exceeds anything we can understand. It's a peace that defies logic, a peace that transcends circumstances, a peace that anchors the soul. Paul's peace wasn't tied to his circumstances. It wasn't dependent on his freedom or comfort. It was deeper, rooted in something far more profound and enduring. We all face our own prisons, those internal and external struggles that confine us. Stress, pressure, fear, anxiety, doubt, and uncertainty. This verse offers a timeless remedy, a pathway to liberation from these self-imposed prisons. It's a balm for our restless hearts, a soothing presence in the midst of turmoil. It's a clear, simple pathway, a direct route to inner peace and tranquility. It's a path to a different way of being, a transformation from anxiety to serenity. We weren't meant to carry the weight of the world on our shoulders, burdened by worry and fear. We are not meant to navigate these challenges alone. There is a source of strength and peace available to us, a divine presence that offers solace and support. Let's break down this incredible promise piece by piece to truly understand the depth of its meaning for our lives. We often read these verses quickly, but there's so much richness packed into each phrase. Don't worry about anything isn't a scolding. It's not a harsh command from a distant authority. It's a gentle reminder, a soft whisper of encouragement in the midst of our anxieties. It's an invitation to release the burdens we were never meant to carry alone. That worry doesn't have to rule us. We have a choice. We can actively choose to step away from the cycle of anxious thoughts. Instead, we're invited to pray about everything, big or small, significant or seemingly insignificant. No concern is too trivial to bring before God. Turning anxious thoughts into honest conversations with God. It's about laying bare our fears and uncertainties, trusting that He hears us and cares deeply. We're told to be specific about our needs, articulating clearly what we're hoping for, what we're struggling with, and where we need guidance, and then to thank God for what He's already done. Even amidst challenges, there are always blessings to acknowledge. Gratitude shifts our focus from problems to blessings. It retrains our minds to see the good, even when it's hard to find, building trust for the future. It reinforces our faith that God is working, even when we can't see the full picture. The promise? God's peace, beyond understanding, a peace that surpasses all our human attempts to comprehend it. Will guard our hearts and minds. It will act as a shield, protecting us from the corrosive effects of anxiety and fear. It's not the peace of perfect circumstances, a life free from all troubles and difficulties, but a calm that holds steady in the storm. It's an inner resilience, a quiet strength that anchors us when everything around us is chaotic. This peace protects us, offering a refuge from the overwhelming waves of stress and uncertainty. Even when we can't hold ourselves together, when we feel like we're falling apart, this divine peace is there to sustain us, offering comfort and hope. Worry can feel like a fog that clouds everything. Prayer is like opening a window in that fog. It doesn't erase the problem but lets in light and fresh air. When we pray, we name our fears and hand them over to a loving God. It's a shift from spinning in anxiety to seeking help and guidance. Each prayer is an act of trust, a declaration that we're not alone. The fog may not lift all at once, but with every prayer, a little more light breaks through. That's how we begin to see the way forward again. After prayer, the verse guides us to gratitude. Worry narrows our vision, gratitude widens it. Thankfulness helps us notice the good, even in small things. A warm sunbeam, a child's laughter. Gratitude doesn't erase struggle, but it balances it, reminding us the hardship isn't the whole story. As we remember past blessings, we build resilience for today's challenges. Gratitude rewires our hearts to look for grace, loosening anxiety's grip. That's how peace begins to seep in. Let's see this in real life. Let's observe how these principles can manifest in the everyday struggles and triumphs of ordinary people. We often hear about these concepts in abstract terms, but witnessing them in action can truly illuminate their power and relevance. We'll explore scenarios that many of us can relate to, moments where the weight of the world feels heavy, and discover how simple practices can offer a lifeline. A tired mom, overwhelmed by chaos, the never-ending demands of family life pressing down on her. The house is a mess, the children are clamoring for attention, and she feels like she's drowning in a sea of responsibilities. The weight of it all is etched on her face, a mixture of exhaustion and frustration. She pauses, just for a moment, amidst the whirlwind, to pray, "God, help me," a simple plea, a desperate cry for strength and guidance in the face of overwhelming circumstances. It's a moment of vulnerability, a recognition of her own limitations, and a turning towards a higher power for support. She finds one thing to be thankful for: a baby's sweet smell, a tiny, precious detail that cuts through the noise and stress, the scent of innocence and purity, a reminder of the simple joys that still exist amidst the chaos. It's a grounding moment, a connection to the present, and a source of unexpected comfort. The panic eases, replaced by a small anchor of calm. The overwhelming feeling begins to subside, replaced by a sense of peace and tranquility. It's a subtle shift, but a significant one, a turning point in her emotional state. She's found a lifeline, a way to navigate the storm, or a man who's lost his job. The foundation of his security has been shaken, and he's facing an uncertain future. The fear of financial instability, the worry about providing for his family, and the blow to his self-esteem weigh heavily on his mind. Fear threatens to consume him, the darkness closing in, threatening to engulf him in despair. He feels lost and alone, unsure of where to turn or what to do. The weight of his worries is crushing, and he struggles to find a way out. But he takes a walk and prays, "I'm scared, please guide me." He seeks solace in nature, finding a moment of peace amidst the turmoil. He acknowledges his fear, admitting his vulnerability, and asks for guidance and direction. It's a step towards acceptance and a reaching out for help. He lists his blessings, a conscious effort to shift his focus from what he's lost to what he still has. It's an exercise in gratitude, a way to appreciate the good things in his life, even in the midst of hardship. Health, the ability to move and breathe, to experience the world around him. Support, the love and encouragement of family and friends who stand by him in his time of need. Skills, the talents and abilities he possesses, the tools he can use to rebuild his life and find new opportunities. The anxiety doesn't vanish, but hope and trust take root. The fear may still linger, but it no longer holds him captive. A seed of hope has been planted, a belief that things will get better, and a trust in his own resilience. These moments don't magically fix everything. They don't erase the challenges or solve all the problems, but they stop the downward spiral. They provide a pause, a moment of clarity, and a chance to regain control. Peace doesn't depend on perfect circumstances. It's not about waiting for everything to be right before finding inner calm. It's an anchor in the storm, a source of stability and strength that can be accessed even in the midst of chaos and uncertainty. When we pause, pray, and give thanks, when we take a moment to connect with something larger than ourselves, we invite that peace to guard our hearts. We create a space for inner security and resilience, a shield against the storms of life. It's a practice anyone can try, right where they are. No special skills or equipment are required, just a willingness to pause and connect with the present moment. Even in chaos, even when surrounded by noise and disorder, a sliver of hope and calm is possible. A small glimmer of light can pierce through the darkness, offering a moment of respite and a reminder of the possibility of peace. That's the power of this ancient promise, a timeless truth that has resonated through generations, offering hope and guidance to those seeking peace in a troubled world. It's a promise that is always available, waiting to be discovered and embraced. So how do we make this a habit? First, pause and pray. Interrupt anxiety by naming your worry and handing it over. Second, immediately find something to be grateful for, no matter how small. Say it out loud if you can. Gratitude shifts your focus and retrains your mind. These two steps, prayer and gratitude, are like turning on a light in a dark room. Over time, you'll notice more good things, building a reservoir of peace. It's a simple discipline that brings real stillness. As we wrap up, remember, the promise of Philippians 4:6-7 isn't a quick fix, but a lifelong invitation. Release your worries, embrace gratitude, and let peace guard your heart. This peace may not always make sense, but it's real and available. Calm in chaos, hope in uncertainty. Next time worry rises, pause, pray, and give thanks. You're not alone, and peace is possible no matter what you face. Carry that promise with you today, and walk in peace.